Shop Talk is filmed at 1009 Kingston Road in Toronto.
Okay, well, this is what I was going to start with. And since you want to start, what does love feel like to you?
Love feels like love is a feeling that you can't explain. You just feel it.
What does it feel like to you?
To
is
me,
it in your tummy? Is it in your head? Do you get crazy?
Could I say that on public TV? Because
yeah, you can say
what I getting ready to say. No, love is a fulfillment. You know, like you know when that love is there, and it doesn't matter what goes wrong around you. It don't affect you because you know, like it's bliss.
Huh? Love is bliss.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. What does love feel like?
I guess when you know, because you can feel that shit in like your belly.
Huh?
You know? Goes past, yeah, man, goes past your chest and it's in your belly, and you're like, what is that? It's love.
I remember with my first, my only wife.
Yeah.
Like, I would fall in love with her like over and over again.
I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was possible.
It is possible.
I love that. Possible. What does love feel like?
What does love feel like? I don't know. It depends on what kind of love. Like I know I love my son.
Yeah, well, there's three types of love.
You know what I mean? And I know
that
that I would do anything for him. You know what I mean? So what does it feel like? I don't know if I could describe how it makes you feel.
It was bigger.
I don't know.
How does that you feel when you see him? Where do you feel that?
I don't know. It's just in my head, man. Just you know, I'm just happy that he's here and he's healthy, and you know, I just think about stuff like that. Like that stuff just makes me feel good inside, and I could take care of him. He's got a place a roof over his head. He's got food in the fridge. Like that just makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So is that love? I don't know.
You tell me. We're talking about it. We're breaking it down. What does love feel like?
Feels great.
Panther sitting in your belly. He's sitting in your head.
It feels great. Love feels great. Love is the Almighty.
Huh.
God above. Love is everything.
Spouse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the tingle in your stomach, you know?
How do you know when you're in love with somebody? How do you know when you're in love with somebody?
How do you know if you're in love
How
with
do you know
somebody?
when you're in love with somebody?
Because you're always forgiving and you let the small things slide. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't sweat the small stuff. Like, you know, you just let it, you know what I'm saying? Because love is perfect, but yet we are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So we will screw up, we will make mistakes.
So it takes a person screwing up and you forgiving them for you to know
No,
that
don't screw up.
It's
best if you not screw up, but if you screw up, we should be compassionate, we should understand, you know what I'm saying? We're only human, because I know I up.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So
how do you know when you're in love?
Okay.
Versus how you feel for your son?
Okay.
Versus I just met the girl and I think she's
Let me see if I can explain this.
How do you know when you're in love with somebody?
How do you know?
Yeah.
You know when you'll know?
Tell me.
Is when you truly love yourself. When you love yourself, you understand what love is. But if you don't really love yourself, how could you really understand the love around you? Yeah, how are you gonna love anybody? You have to love yourself. Like,
you have to love yourself.
Okay,
it starts with you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't feel that, you can't show that.
Right.
And you can't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, he's right, man. Love yourself.
How do you know when you're in love with someone? How do you know when
you
you're
can't
in love
wait
with
to see them?
Versus I like her, huh?
When you can't wait to get home.
Come on.
You know, when you can't wait to, I don't know.
This is the sad
Yeah.
part. How do you know when you're in love with somebody?
I'm in love with myself. You better be. That I know for sure. Can't wait to spend time with yourself.
You start doing things that you wouldn't normally do.
I love your smile. This man's living in love. I love it. So you guys, I see my.
But there's three types of love.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second. It's a
You
question
like
here.
it again.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Of course, there's such a thing.
No.
No?
Huh.
I
No.
do.
Love or lust?
love.
Mistake the
Love
two,
at
eh?
first
Because
sight.
there's lust as well. People confuse, I think, lust with love at first sight.
Yeah.
How are you gonna love somebody at first sight?
When you saw Lachlan for the first time, did you love?
It's possible.
Yes.
It's possible.
Different type of.
You could fall in love, like, you know, like,
How long have you seen him?
like,
I wouldn't say that.
okay, like,
Did you have
when I met my girlfriend now, it's like, that's how I felt. Because
Oh, really?
we was in sync. We laugh about it, and we just met. It's like we knew each other for a long
I
time.
love that.
You know?
I love that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah? Love at first sight.
Yeah, when I first saw my car, I fell in love with it at first sight.
Have you ever fell in love with a woman at first sight?
Man, I can't answer that. Can't answer that.
No? Love at first sight possible, Pete? Did you say yes?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Look at the person, I guess, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. You love the way they look.
Yeah, you love the way they dress. Oh, this is
Okay, can you love someone that doesn't love you?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
He just said he's only a fool who breaks his own heart.
Can you, yeah, really? Can you go, perfect entry. Can you love somebody? Can you be in love with somebody that isn't in love with you?
Yes, it's possible. And it's misery.
And that's probably
I
why
love
you
that.
love them so much.
Right? Can you
Yeah.
be in love with someone that doesn't love you?
Yeah. Hopefully they can learn to grow to love you. You know, like you love them. So if you keep giving them love, like, and you show them that kind of love, then hopefully they'll be reciprocal and give you the same back. So hopefully the love grows together. But nobody loves anybody equal. Like no couple. No, there's no equal love. There's always somebody loves more or somebody loves less.
Why is
Somebody
that?
loves differently because love is different for different people, right?
This
Some
is it.
people
This is what
know
we're
how-
trying to get to the
Some
bottom
people
of.
say I love you. Some people don't say it,
Yeah.
right? But they mean it. They feel it.
Yeah. Or
You know?
show it.
Yeah, they should.
Excuse
You know,
me.
so you learn, man. You learn. Love is learning, man.
Can you fall in love with somebody? Can you fall in love with somebody that
You know?
you speak to every day online, on the internet, but you've never met them before?
Alright, I get to the pussy back.
Fake love. Fake love.
Every day you're talking to the
Fake
person
love.
online.
Fake love. You got to be able to look person in the eye and talk to them, communicate in front of that person, not on the phone. That is love. Is when you look at that person in the eyes, right, and tell that person.
What about long distance relationships, though, you guys? Could you talk to somebody every day online and call it love and be in love with them?
Well, that takes a lot of trust. Because I could be talking to somebody and,
put myself out there. I would put my love out there for somebody on the internet.
you know,
Like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put my love out there, you know, because you don't know what the person's like when you actually meet them. They can say things, and then when you actually meet them, it's like, oh, yeah, anyway, you know,
Yeah.
that's again a visual thing, right? A visual love.
This is what I'm saying, Catfish, because I've been watching Catfish lately, where like these people fall in love and they have no idea who the person actually is.
But
There was
again,
this one guy who'd fallen in love. He thought he was in love with this blonde woman.
Yeah,
It was a black guy.
right. But that's what I'm saying. So
Not if you're straight.
yeah, but exactly, that's what I'm saying. So the brain, the mind could lead you astray. The mind's telling you this is love. This is all kinds of
Yes,
stuff.
for sure.
So-
that they're gonna even pretend that they're in love. too, right?
So I can't say that. I know what love is. I don't know because
Okay, well, I was hoping. Okay, let me start with Panther with this one. How do you keep love alive? How do you keep the love alive? So you're married, you're in a long-term relationship. How does that even? How do you keep the love alive?
You have to want. There has to be something that makes you want to do it. You know what I mean? You have to want to do it, and you have to love yourself first. You can't love somebody if you don't love yourself. So you have to love yourself in order to love others.
Love,
How do you keep love alive?
man.
How would you keep love alive? You get remarried. How are you working on keeping the love alive?
Not say yes, you know, not making the same mistakes. Trying and listen a lot more to a woman. Like that's very important. You have to listen to a woman and her needs and her likes and dislikes and her times of her monthly life. Like, you know what I mean? Because a woman changes. A woman changes, you know what I mean? So when they're younger, they go through the menstrual. When they get older, they go through the menopause.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Women change,
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
So you have to know to change with them. You have to step back a little bit,
Love
you
is a
know?
process.
How do you keep love alive? Because you were saying that you fell in love with your wife. You kept falling back in love with her.
My ex-wife.
How do you
Just
keep
going
with
I'll
your
get in
ex-wife?
trouble, lady. You'll get me in trouble. But anyway.
No. How do you keep love alive?
It's a give and take, you know, like you keep it alive by not becoming brothers and sisters, because after a while, couples, you know, they become like, you know, like
Friends or
yeah,
mom,
you know,
yeah,
you gotta
sexual.
do, you know, do different things, you know, try different things, go travel, you know what I'm saying, like. Yeah.
How do you keep love alive?
Keep love alive is give the person space.
Yeah.
Number
one.
Compromise. You gotta trust. Like all these things you gotta be able to do. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people say they're in love and stuff, but they're scared if their mate is out all night or he's doing, you know what I'm saying? That's not love. Love is, there's no conditions on love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember your first time falling in love?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I thought it was love. But the only reason I feel like it was love is because our relationship didn't really end. This person went away for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any closure for me. So I felt like, I think I love this girl. And now she's not even around anymore.
Yeah.
So I felt like there was no closure.
So the first time you fell in love, you didn't realize you were in love with this person until she was gone.
Right.
That sucks. Yeah.
But was that love though? I don't know if it was love.
But that's the
Maybe
first time you felt
I just
intensely
felt
for somebody?
hurt because she left and didn't finish what you know what I mean? Finish our relationship.
It's like a part of you. Because, you know, like when you in love with a person, it's like you guys are one flesh. And when she goes away now, you know what I'm saying, a part of you, you know what I'm saying, because she is taking something from you.
Do you remember the first time you fell in love?
I felt like she's cheating on me, doing all kinds of stuff behind my back. Is that love?
The first time I fell in love is when I saw my ex-wife for the first time. But I mean, I've been in love, you know, lots of times. Like
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. First time you fell in love.
I don't know.
remember it?
I love being in love.
I fell in love a few times because
Do you remember the first, like, just
probably
crazy, intense,
first time I lost my virginity.
Oh.
That was the first time I really fell in love. Like I felt like I needed that woman back. You know what I mean? Like I was like, that's it. Like that was like I had to get that back. That was love. Like I was like, I love you, you gotta come back over. You know? Like. No.
Do you remember your first time falling in love?
Yeah, I'm still in love with the person.
Aww.
Oh, you like that?
Somebody's watching.
Yep. Yeah.
How difficult is it to get over a broken heart? How difficult have you found it?
To get over a broken heart?
Yeah.
Well, it takes a while for sure.
How long is a while? Some people say a week. Some people
never
say
get
a
over
month.
it. They just move
Some people
on.
years.
I think
people never. Some people just move on. That the person like lives in their heart or their back pocket forever.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I never wanted to be married to one person and really truly in love with somebody else. Ever. I'd rather just wait it out, draw it out until like the very last drop of affection for you is like gone. So I can thoroughly move on.
Now, we can't mix up love with like compassion or caring for somebody, right? Because you can care for somebody, but it doesn't mean you actually love them.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And you can love a
Can you
person,
be
you never
brokenhearted
like them at times.
over somebody that you're not in love with?
No.
Yeah,
That's
you just
impossible.
miss
How
them.
could you? Just go your way, right? You know what I'm saying?
So
But
how
you're not
hard
in
is
love?
it?
Yeah, but you care about them though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you want to see them do well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, I guess, but that's not love though. It's caring. Like,
Yeah.
is caring love?
Yeah.
Are we confusing?
You
Like,
tell me
I
the
guess it's a
difference
thin
is
line. It's a thin line
Yeah.
between
love.
caring about somebody and love.
Okay, so let's segue to you now. You were saying there are 3 types of love.
Yeah.
What are they?
There's agape, there's philios, and there's neurotic. Neurotic is what you share with your partner, you know, like that sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can learn from our children how to love, how to truly love.
So why is it so much easier to love our children unconditionally than it is their parent?
Well,
Mandatory.
Well,
it's a different kind of love.
no, but the children, I feel like because they don't really know better. You know what I mean? Kids don't really know better, and we have that in our heads. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
We're still trying to teach him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're trying to raise them. But adults now, they know better.
Yeah. Know better.
We're
Right.
supposed to know because we were children at one time.
Exactly.
So, but we analyze love when we get older. We analyze it all these ways and all these,
Yeah.
you know, it's just a child loves innocently, and here we are putting labels on the love and, you know, trying to characterize.
I just feel like
Why can't you love more than one woman at a time, right?
let's get into it. Can you love more than
Why
one
can't
woman?
you love more?
No, I guess the question is,
Why can't you love? You
more than one
can.
woman?
You can because you're supposed to love everyone, right? You're supposed to love everyone.
Can you be in love with more than one woman at a time?
You can, but you don't have to sleep with them all. You know what I mean? You don't have to hurt them by not telling them the truth when you're talking to them. At least be honest with that person. If you love another woman, say, you know, I love that woman. You know, I think she's a wonderful person. Like I say, I love you. You know what I mean? You say, you're a great person. You're wonderful. If I go home and say that to my girl now, she's gonna be like, what do you mean? You're like,
I think
no,
it
take
might
it easy,
be
man.
easier for a woman to accept you want to sleep with somebody else than it is to say you're
Yeah,
in
but you see,
love
that's society
with
today.
somebody else.
You know what? I would rather you respect me for loving that person than not sleeping with that person, because sleeping is just a sexual, lustful. It ain't nothing to do with love. That's the evil. Spell love backwards. That's evil. You know what I mean? That's what sex is. That's what. Love is loving somebody without even having to touch that person. Right. As a male, female. But you still show respect to that person. You can hey, what's up? You talk to them on the phone. You know,
Yeah.
there's some things about women that a man can love, but you don't have to just always go, you know what, I need to get.
Oh, for sure. Personality,
Yeah,
companionship,
you know what I mean?
intelligence.
Yeah. Men should grow, man.
Final word while we still have the power in the camera. Final word on love.
Like I was saying earlier,
Yes.
learn to love from your children. Children have the purest love.
Yeah.
We can learn from them, as small as they are, because they know how to forgive. They speak their mind, you know, without any judgment. We need to learn from that.
I
And
love
that's
that
my
you would
final
say
word.
that because, yes, they also
And
just
as
love
it
so
was written.
comfortably. So they love
From the
without
wise and the
fear.
prudent,
That's right. Love without fear. Yes, yes, yes.
as it
Love
was
without fear.
written.
So shall it be?
What's been hidden from the wise and the prudent? Been revealed to who? Babes and sucklings. The children. Keep the children pure. Because they pure.
Yes.
They'll say, Mom, you hurt me. Like,
No one on the corner had swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner had swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner had swagger like us, swagger like us.
This is Pete Cutter from Cut and Run. Thank you for watching another week of Chop Talk. Please subscribe.
Put it on my pancakes.
I did it.